claiming his space, his right of existence, to be nurtured, to grow, to develop, and to be a useful member of the society. But soon a crack emerges, threatening the very fabric of our society. Our shame, the consequences of our actions, our responsibilities. Where have we gone wrong? Chokora, Mapipa, street boys and girls, call them what you may, are a creation of the society. We all stand accused through our actions, reactions, or the lack of it. What brings children to the streets?
I was staying with a relative, my aunt. She used to mistreat me after the death of my father, so I decided to run away and find my life.
In 2011, when my mother died, then I came back with my father to town and we lived in Obunga. Then one day my father told me that he's going to work. So when he left, he went. And then as in from that day until the day I've never seen him. So I stayed in the house for a while. Then the landlord came that there was somebody who wanted to live in that house, wanted to rent the house. So he moved me from the house, and then I went to the street.
To what extent has humanity been degraded? The children are left to fend for themselves, out in the streets, devoid of any parental guidance, love, and care.
My life in the street was very difficult because I used to eat anything I found on the street, which was dangerous to my health. I used to steal, I used drugs, and so many other things which were harmful. And there were so many other challenges that I passed through, like being mistreated by the people there, the people who do business there. There are men who used to harass us as girls who are in the streets. We're just being beaten, taken by the police, beaten up, returned again to the streets. Nobody used to help us. So we fall sick, some of us die, some of us get pregnant in the streets. Nobody to help us, so it was a difficult life for us.
People living in abject depravity, surviving on our dirt, in the love of the jungle, bitter, hardened, rebellious, violent, criminal on one hand, on the other, rejected, dejected, neglected, depraved, depressed, lonely, bewildered, trapped, crying out for help, justice.
In the streets, we used to know food was a problem. So we used to go to the dustbins. Sometimes we struggle there. Food that we get there, we eat. Then in the streets, there's those people, there's groups, people from groups. Because when we were new, even I can recall that at a certain time that they know when you are new in the streets, you are somehow cleaner than them. So some bigger ones now wanted to bully us since we were young by that time. So even they wanted to have sex with us. Then if you refuse, they could beat you sometimes. Then in the groups, in that group we could elect the bigger person, and it's like now the head of us. So we could be assigned, we can sometimes assigned, we were given that opportunity. You are told that hey, you are being chosen, and then we are told that you are going to bring food to the head. So when we didn't bring or we couldn't find, it was then that now you are being punished, you are being beaten.
The plight of these children has touched a few outstanding individuals who are working tirelessly, and thanks to them, the population of street children in Kisumu City is remarkably reducing.
What motivates me to the children that are on the street, the kind of life they have there on the street, the kind of living they undergo and the frustrations they do undergo with the bigger boys, more especially the new boys when they arrive on the street. They are being frustrated by the older ones. The kind of living, the survival mechanism. So it really motivates me to see there is a big need for me to go in and begin to do the rescue. The challenges I face there are many, like because Agape works with like from 9 years to 15 at most, and then from 16, 17 we call them direct integration, that I meet with them, prepare, assess the need of the child, and then reintegrate back the child direct from the street. But having that, you find we have older boys on the street. They feel neglected. So what comes out is they are rebellious. Whatever time they see you, maybe a small child, the perspective is we are not helping them. Instead, we are going to the younger ones. So they began to be wild a little bit. And then also another challenge that comes in is the kind of frustrations that comes from the external people. Sometimes you find a child maybe is sick, nobody is taking care of him, nobody is even ready to see him, so it's just there. So it's a big challenge because it's now like nobody is taking care of those children.
A remarkable number of these children who have been snatched from the streets of Kisumu City are new reformed and are learning in our institutions.
In Lions High School, we admit all caliber of students. We admit students who have actually passed the exams. There are also students who come from rehabilitation centers. We have children who are orphans and don't have anybody. We also have children who come in from the streets. We have quite a number of sponsoring bodies that we collaborate with. For example, USAID. We also have homes, rehabilitation centers around the school, and these people organize for the fee. When it is very critical, then we organize funds. We have a benevolent fund in the school that also caters for such kinds of students. We have quite a number of programs. I have already said we have the the benevolence kitty, where we ask all the other students to put in something. We have a box, and in that box, anything that can help any other student we put in. For example, soap, maize flour, sanitary pads, anything that can help somebody. If you have extra uniform, you can put there, and we identify these street children and give them. Other than that, the school also has various projects, income-generating projects. For example, we have a very vibrant fish pond that raises a lot of money for such kinds of children. We also rear rabbits, and through that we raise money that assists them.
Well, I would say that discipline is okay, though because of the challenges that they have faced from their background. First, when they join the school, they have a problem about adjusting to the school system. But then with time, with a lot of talking, a lot of encouragement, a lot of guidance, they normally pick up, and we don't have any issue with them.
We talk to them, we counsel them, we tell them that they are normal children like any other children, and being in the streets was just unfortunate. But once we are here, we tell them to adjust and to see themselves like any other student of Lions High School.
As a department, we have various programs that are lined up for all children, not only street children. But focusing on street children, basically, we intend to rescue, rehabilitate, and reintegrate street children back into the families. Now, removing children from the street is not an easy task. However, there are various organizations that are involved in rescuing children from the streets. These organizations include one, the Children's Department, the County Government of Kisumu. There are also also non-governmental organizations including Agape, Tumaini, the Ministry of Interior, and the Special Programs Department. Comparatively, through the intervention of the Children Department and other partners, we have managed to reintegrate over 60% of children back to their homes. Therefore, as we are moving, we are sure that we are going to achieve 100% success.
Let's all join together to restore sanity to our society, dignity, security to our children, a sense of belonging. In any way you can, save the child. The world take care of their children. Why should the children cry? Let ours be a success.